Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing the ultimate beginner's guide for anyone that is new to the game or anyone that has recently started playing, because ERLC has very recently became free, so a lot more people have been playing. Well done to the developers for having over 40,000 players for over 5 hours last night. That is crazy, still over 25,000 at the time of recording this video, so that is amazing to see how the game is growing so quickly now. But I know loads of you guys will be new to the game now as you're all free, so I'm just going to be doing a beginner's guide and how you can do everything, what everything is, where everything is, and all that kind of stuff. So if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe as it helps out a lot. But let's get straight into this. Okay, so when you load into the game, you will be put here. So this is a very crucial part of the map. It is probably one of the most important parts, not the most important, I don't think. So this is civilian spawn. This is the first place that you will spawn into when you join the game. This is one of the most important places in the game, and you can see this on your map. So if we go onto the map in the bottom left, you have a mini map here, and the little arrow is you, and when you walk around or drive around, that will move with you. But if you press M or click this, then it will open the full map and you'll see the entire game. So for now, we'll just go over here in this area, and as you can see, this area here is civilian spawn. This is a very important thing. And then with these toggles over here, you can turn on, buildings, and you can see that, or you can turn on landmarks, and then it will say where you are. So landmarks is probably the best one to have on for any new people. We'll go over all of this shortly, but civilian spawn is very important, so you know where this is. But the map, so as you can see here, everything on the map here, so you've got the fire department, the mod shop, city park, police department, we've got the jail, we've got the hardware store, the sheriff's office, housing suburbs, the gas, the farms, all that kind of stuff. So this is obviously the map. This is where you will learn your way around and how you will get to things. And then we also have street name. Street name is for more advanced players who want to take roleplay to the next level, mainly for private servers as well. And obviously this shows you the name of every street in the game or every road in the game, so you kind of know what road you're on. And then we have buildings here, so this just shows an icon. It's similar to landmarks, but it doesn't say what it is, it just shows an icon instead. And then we have jobs, so jobs are new civilian jobs. So we've got the gas station, we've got the farmer, we've got the mail job, and then we've got the hospital job, and then another gas station job there. And we also have ATMs, so there are 7 ATMs in the game. There's 4 in the city area, 2 over here near the police station, 1 all the way out here in the farms. And yeah, so that's all the gas stations that there are 7 gas stations altogether, so you want to obviously make sure that you know where these are. I recommend the best ones to rob if you want to get money is by doing this one here, because it's near civilian spawn, so it's kind of out of the way. It's hidden. I'll just show you quickly. So it's down this little alleyway, so it's a little bit hidden and you can see it just down there. We'll go on to ATMs later and how they work and things, but this is just the basics. Okay, so that is pretty much the map. I highly recommend you turn on landmarks if you are new to the game, because landmarks also show up in the bottom left of your mini map, so you will be able to know where you are without having to open the map every time. And then once you're here, once you've looked at the map and you've kind of gathered how things are working on there, then you want to spawn in a car. So there are 6 of these little car spawning icon things. At civilian spawn, you can walk up to any one of them. You can press E to spawn your vehicle. If you're on mobile, you can tap it. This game does not work on phone, only works on tablets or iPads, I believe. And then here are all of the cars. So there are a decent amount of cars. If you are just joining the game though, you will only have the Chevrolet Impala, and you have to buy all of the other cars. I own pretty much every car in the game. There's only a few that I don't own, but they're just ones that I really don't use. So obviously once you've got this, you can see the horsepower here, you can see what vehicle it is, you can see the fuel capacity, the color, and obviously the license plate. You can change all of that. We'll talk about that again later on. But once you've spawned in your car, once you've pressed spawn, it's W, A, S and D on your keyboard to drive, or you can also use arrow keys. L is to turn on your lights, as you can see there, and Q and E are for your indicators or blinkers, whatever you want to call them. And then this down here is your your speed thing. So you can have this one where you can see your gear, your speed and your fuel, or you can have compact, where it just shows you kind of your speed here, and your gears are this little red line, and then your fuel is this yellow and black bar just above it there. So I prefer the expanded one. I know some of you guys guys prefer the compact, that's completely your choice. You just have to press this. If you want to know more of the vehicle controls, then you can just press controls and it will show all of this. So the parking brake is P and the horn is H, and then the drift is left shift, but you can't do that in this car, unfortunately. And then to get out of your vehicle, you just have to press space, or there's like an option to hop out of your vehicle and do all of that on mobile. And then from civilian spawn, so we've moved on now. You've played the game, you spawned in your car, you might have had a little drive around, and you're wondering what the next steps for you are. So after you've checked out all of that, then you will want to check out the gas station. So when you need fuel, this is not in any specific order. I'm just going to show you every single thing in the game and what you will need, the places you need to know, how you can do certain things. So this is the gas station. There are 2 of these in the game. You can see them on your map. So city gas we are at right now, and county gas is up there. So city gas here, you can park your car. You have to be reasonably close. You just park your car here if you need fuel, and then you can hop out, walk over to this, press E to pump fuel again, tap it if you're on mobile, and then you can click and hold this area, or tap and hold it in if you're on mobile. And once you've done that, you can see up here your current fuel, your capacity, and the price per gallon, and then obviously you can see your total price. You can cancel at any point by pressing cancel, or you can press the X obviously if you want to purchase it. Then you can just press purchase if at any point you want to not get that much gas. So say if I just press cancel there, and say if I just wanted $10 like that, then I can just go up to $10, stop left clicking and just press purchase, and then it will fill up my car with the amount that I purchased for $10, which is about 2 gallons I think. So once you've sorted out the gas stations and you know how that all works, then you want to have a look at the menu. So the menu is how you join teams. So over in the top right, you can see up here, so I'm in a private server. If you're in a private server, it will say this. Now make sure you be careful. I know a lot of you guys have been curious about how this will work. I know a lot of you have been saying that private servers do save, but I know you've been getting confused. So if it says you are in a private server, then your data does not save. But if it says you are in a matchmaking server, then your data does save. We'll go on to matchmaking in just a moment, but you can click here for more info. So as you can see, this is my server where I record some of my videos. If you get an RP server, then I might do another video on that, but we're not going to do that in this video. If you're just in a normal public server, then this won't show up at all. This just won't be here. But let's go to the menu first. So once you're here, you can see every single team. So we have civilian, which is what you will be on. We have sheriff, which is the same as police, just for the county instead of the city. We have firefighter, and we have department of transportation. So firefighter is also ambulance, I believe. And then we have roleplay jobs down here. So roleplay jobs, you have to set your waypoint to. So we have gas stations where you can work at the car wash or drive fuel tanks. And then we have farmer, where you can just run the tractor and do some farming. We have hospital worker, and we have postal worker. So you can set your waypoints to all of these, but if you just want to join the normal teams, so for example, say you want to join police, you can just type in any call sign. Your call sign must be 3 to 4 digits. It can only be numbers. It cannot be inappropriate numbers, so you know you have to just make it an appropriate call sign. And once you've entered your call sign, you can just press join, and then it will automatically take you to the station of that team that you joined. So next we'll move on to players. So here you will see every single player in your game. So the max players is 30. You can see the number of players up in the top left just there, and obviously you can click on someone and you can see all of their badges, the highest wanted level, their law enforcement, which is police and sheriff XP, their fire and rescue XP, and their department of transportation XP, as well as their job points. So you can see anyone's stats on there. So if someone's role playing as a commander or something, and someone else is saying, no, I'm a commander, I have more XP than you, or something like that, for example, then you can just check on the server list and you'll be able to see if that is true or not. And yeah, so you can go from there. And then next we have cash. So here you can buy loads of cash. Obviously don't really recommend you doing this, but obviously you can if you want to. And then we have servers. So these are the matchmaking servers. So tier 1 servers, you need 500 XP and 1 hour total playtime in the game. Tier 2 servers, you need 3000 total XP and 3 hours total playtime. And tier 3 servers, you need 10,000 XP and 8 hours of total playtime. So if you want to join, you can just join a random one, or you can open this and you can see all of the current servers and join whichever one you want. This is the same for all of them here, as you can see just there. Or if you don't want to do any of that, you can play in a public server, or you can join other people's private roleplay servers over here. So as you can see, there are a few here: City of Washington, Real Life RP, and then there's loads more down here. So border roleplay if you want to do that. These are all owned by people in the community, so some of them have different rules, so just make sure you follow them when joining. Or if you want to join your friend's private server by code, then you can come to join by code, enter your code and press join, it will take you there. Or if you want to go to your own servers, as you can see all of mine right now, I have my main server here, I have my recording server, and then I have another server where I just do random things on it. And then if you want to create your server, then you can head over here. To create a server, press continue, enter your server name, and then it will come up with the different things. Now if you want a premium private server, so as you can see these ones have stars, that means they're a premium private server. That just gives you more perks if you want to upgrade your server to a premium private server. I believe it costs 200 Robux as well as the original price of your private server, so you need to bear that in mind and buy it. You get a lot of cool perks with that though, and you can upgrade it just by going to the own servers. So all of mine are premium because it's very much worth it. I highly recommend that. And just after the menu, we've got some more settings over here. So in the top right where you have your money, you'll see these two little buttons here. So this first one is animation, so your avatar, so hands up is here, lay down is here, and sit down is just there. And then we also have some more options here. So siren max distance, this is in studs, so 670 I believe is from about here maybe down to that building just over there, that like light grey one. That's not exact, but it's about that. I think it might be a little bit further or a little bit less. And then we also have auto car flips. If you want to roleplay a crash when you flip over, you can turn that off and your car won't flip. If you don't want to, then it will flip automatically. Overhead combat indicator, that's like a yellow shooting symbol, so you know if someone is in combat, if they have a gun. Interaction hints, so that's like hold E to arrest someone, I believe. I'm not exactly sure on that one though. Streetlight shadows and car headlight shadows, they're just graphical things. Chat theme, that's light or dark, you can do that whatever you want, that will just change how people chat for you. And then we also have bloom, so bloom effect is kind of how the game looks. So mine's on low right now, but if I put it on high, then as you can see it kind of changes up the game. It looks a lot nicer, especially at night time. So if I turn on my lights like that, as you can see, then the game looks a little bit nicer. I'm going to keep mine on high actually, I don't know why it was on low. As you can see, it kind of like makes the reflectance a lot better, like on this road here. As you can see, the road markings now, they are obviously much different now because I've turned on the bloom. So that is all of the menu stuff. That's how you can switch teams and things like that. And then this just here is the mod shop. So this is very, very important if you're not a good driver and you crash. So if we look in the bottom left for just a moment, as you can see, this one is my car health and this one is my player health. So if I crash into this street like just here, then as you can see, my vehicle health just went down a little bit. And if someone was shooting me, then my vehicle health would, if I'm in a car, if they're shooting at my vehicle obviously, or if they're just shooting at me, then my normal health would go down. If you die, you can either respawn or you can call EMS. If you respawn, then you'll be sent back to civilian spawn. If you call EMS, then it will just like call the fire department. There might not always be an EMS online, but it does tell you if there is or if there isn't, so you might have to wait there. But so now you're at the mod shop, you can see these 4 garages. If you drive into one, then it will come up with various different options, so you just have to drive in, any 4 of them work, and then you can see. So if your car is damaged, you will have to repair your car before you can do any modifications. So repairing your car goes up to $700 depending on your car and how much damage it has. It might go a little bit higher than that actually, I'm not exactly sure. I know on the Lamborghini it goes up to 700 though. So if you press repair car, then you've done that, and now you can actually customize your vehicle. So we have car color, and these are loads and loads of different colors. So there's blues, there's even a black down here. I know loads of you guys always miss this, but there is a black down there. If you wanted your car black, you can't really see it because of this. It is down there anyway. And there's loads of colors here, so you can have a red car, you can have a nice blue car. Pastel blue is always the best color. This one right now, pastel blue with black rims, best car in the game, best color combination in my opinion obviously. And then we have pink, we have yellows, all of these different colors, you can see them here. You can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to keep mine as red. And then we also have rim colors here, so you can have black rims if you want them, you can have gold rims, you can have bronze, you can have like a brown, grey, silvers, or white maybe, or just light greys. And then we have license plate, so you can change your own license plate. Again, it has to be appropriate. So if I wanted mine as Amaze for example, then I could do that. There you go. And you have to buy this for 2,500. You can see up here what it will look like, so it will say Amaze. I'm going to purchase this. And then we also have plate design as the next one down, so they sometimes do some nice like skin skins for these at events. So there's loads of these. There's all of these different kind of ones. This is the Christmas one. I do quite like this one. And then we have the Liberty County Champions event when they were in the Roblox event. So you can pick any of these. I'm just going to keep as a normal one, and then you can buy them. They do get quite expensive though, especially the rims. But if we exit the garage now, once you've finished customizing your car, then you'll be able to finish up there. The garage will open and it will teleport you back into your car. You can see my license plate is now changed to Amaze because that's what I paid for. I think it was $2,500 to change your name, and you can see this on the mod shop here. It will say mod shop, and that's where you can repair your vehicle. You cannot do any customizations while you're wanted. You can repair your vehicle if there are no police nearby, but you can't customize it if you're wanted. You can only repair it, and police cannot be nearby while you do it as well. And also you can customize some police cars. You can customize unmarked ones and ghost ones. You can only do the color of that though, and then you can't do anything with marked vehicles. So for example, fire engines, you can't change the color of your fire engine, or a marked police car or a tow truck or anything like that. They are by default set as the standard color. So now you've done the mod shop, we're just going to quickly talk about some of the main buildings. So over here is the fire station. So this is, you know, fairly self-explanatory. It's just a fire station. If you spawn on the fire team, then this is where you will load in. So if I just drive through here, as you can see, this is where you'll spawn in. Just here you've got all of your different uniforms here. You can press E if you're on the team only, and it will bring up loads of options, so you can wear your uniform, get certain tools and things, and then there's just a bit more roleplay things up there if you want to do a nice roleplay. So there are 6 different bays for trucks, and park 2 trucks in one bay if you want to. So that's the fire station. I might join on the teams later on if we have time. And then here we have the gun store. So the gun store is normally quite a busy place. Again, you will need to know this on your map, so it's kind of near this fire station and civilian spawn, and then obviously you can park up or you can park outside. Now you can't block it, otherwise your car will get removed and you'll have to respawn. And then once you walk in here, you have to be on the civilian team to actually buy a gun from here. But once you walk in here, you can press E to shop weapons. There are some nice ones down here. You have to come over to this counter to press E, and then you can see all of the guns here. So the Remington MSR is a sniper, and this requires Game Pass, and so does the PPSH 41, which is a machine gun. They both require the Game Pass, I believe. I think it's called Big Guns, but the rest of them don't. I don't think you can buy the Limmat revolver. I think that is only for beta access players. So if you bought the game for Robux, then you'll be able to get this for free. Then you'll be able to get this. It costs $1,000, and you know, yeah, you will, exclusive players will only be the ones to get this, and you'll only get it if you bought the game. You still have to buy it though, unfortunately. And then over here there's gear. So at the top we have weapons here. This is where all the guns are, and then you have gear, and there's only an ammo box right now, and this refills your ammo for the gun in your inventory. So that's cool if you are running out of ammo. It's one-time use, so you have to come and buy it again if you want it again. And then through this door back here is a shooting range, so you can shoot at these dummies here. You can also walk back here if you want to. It's pretty cool just to test your aim. So there's nothing really much you can do in here. It's just a shooting range for roleplay purposes. So this is the gun store, and there's nothing really much around here. It's kind of like a quiet area, as it should be with a gun store. You know, it's not going to be in the middle of the city. And then we'll go over there later, but there's a nice pond over there. And then down there's some houses, so you can buy houses. We'll go into that later though. And then here, this is another main building. So this is the sheriff's office. So if we just park up here, then we can see. So if we walk through here, then this is like the entrance area. If you're wanted, you can actually pay your bounty off by walking up to this. Same at the police station. And then in here, there's some things. So there's traffic cameras in here if you want to look. There's a nice sofa there. And then there's some offices back here. In here, there's more like desks and things. Through here, this is the main armory room. So if you join onto the sheriff team, this is where you will spawn in. And you can also obviously equip all your uniform again. You can equip your taser, your riot shield, batons, everything like that. If you want a gun, you have to come over to this locker, press E, and then you can get your gun. Some of them require ranks, some of them require game passes. A lot of the tools require ranks, or you can buy them straight away if you're not the high enough rank. You cannot buy ranks though, please bear that in mind. And then obviously if you want to fill your ammo, then you can walk over to one of the ammo boxes and you can refill your ammo that way. And then through here, this is just like a briefing room. A lot of people use this as a school. There isn't a school in the game, so if you want to roleplay a school, then I guess you could use this. It's quite good. And through this door, this is where you can spawn your car on the sheriff team. So only sheriff can spawn spawn their car here. Same with the fire station. Only that specific team can spawn a car at that specific area. So only civilians can spawn a car over at the civilian spawn. You can't spawn it anywhere else in the map except a house. But again, we'll talk about the houses later on in the video. So that's where you'll spawn a car, and you can change it to unmarked and things if you want to do that. And then we'll continue onwards. So down this road we have another important building, which is the tool store. So if you're going to be robbing things in the game, then you will need to know a lot about this tool store. So the tool store is a very important building. So if you just walk inside, you have to be on the civilian team. There's nothing you can do in here like with any of these things. You can only press E to shop tools here, and then you can buy an RFID disruptor. This is how you rob ATMs. You can buy a lockpick. This is how you rob houses. You can buy a drill. That's how you rob the jewelry store. You can buy a flashlight. That's just a flashlight. You can't do anything with that. And you can buy a scanner. Now the scanner you can view the police radio from, and you can also buy a game pass to get the scanner for free every time. I have the game pass, so you can just press activate, and then all of the police radio will show there. So you can only do it every 7 minutes if you have the scanner game pass though. Obviously you won't need to rebuy it every time. So yeah, that's the tool store. That's where you buy all of the tools to rob things. And then we'll continue on down here. This video is gonna be very long, guys. I just want to tell you that now, if you haven't realized that already. So down here, as you can see, we have the hospital, the rear entrance, and the emergency department just down this road. So we arrive at the hospital here. We're at the back right now. We'll just drive around to the front, and then we'll talk about the things here. So this is the front of the hospital. The hospital looks very nice, recently updated. It is amazing in my opinion. And then if we walk inside here, there's loads of different things in here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. This is a very, very big hospital, but some of the main rooms are kind of in here. There's some rooms where you can like do surgery and stuff. There's also a lot more rooms upstairs. And if you want to join on the nurse team or the doctor's team, then you can just walk up to here, press E to start your job, and then you can press start job, and then you can press got it, and then you can cancel your job by clicking the top right here and just pressing quit job and quit job. They have loads of cool tools on there. I will do a full job review on all of the new civilian jobs in the future, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's where you can join onto the doctors and the nurses team. There's loads of rooms back here where you can do all of those different roleplay things, as you can see in there. So that is it for the hospital. There's loads of rooms upstairs. There's uniforms. There's everything that you can do on there. I'm not going to go through all of the hospital because it is a very big build. It's very nice, but that moves us on to the next one, which is just next to it over here, which is the jewelry store. So this is at the shopping outlet. Now if I walk in here, so as you can see, these ones either side, the two either side, you can't go in them, but the jewelry store, you can see it says family jewels there. You can walk inside, and as you can see, there's loads of jewelry cases here. So if you bought the drill, then you can take this out, and then as you'll see, when you take it out, all of these exclamation marks will come up. So this is showing what you can rob. So if you walk up to one and you press E to drill the case, then you can see that this black bar in the middle, if you're in first person, then your mouse will glitch there, so you can just go out first person there, but you'll see, so it says click and hold to drill. Keep the bar in the green section to prevent the drill from overheating. So if you just spam click or you left click once, then you'll see that it slowly goes down there. So if you click and where it's like in the middle, then you'll be fine. So as the time goes down, as you'll see, the green gets smaller and more of the red comes in. So if you go into the red, then you'll fail the robbery. Don't worry though, the police won't be alerted until you've like finished it or you fail it. So in 2 seconds, as you can see, I'm going to do it. So as you can see there, I'm now wanted by the police. I got $1,254 from that, and it says you must stay alive in game for 4 minutes to keep your jewelry robbery loot. You cannot switch teams. So that means you have to stay in the game, you cannot leave it, you cannot get arrested, and you cannot die for 4 minutes until after you've robbed this, okay? So make sure you don't do that, and the police will be notified as soon as you fail or if you do it. And then you'll see on the police radio, I can't go on my scanner to show you right now, but you'll see on the police radio that it will say there's a call from the jewelry store by the person, and it will say the location at the shopping outlet. So that's the jewelry store. It's really, really, really cool. It's one of the busiest places in the game besides civilian spawn. And then the next one brings us on to ATM. So if you bought the RFID disruptor, then you want to take this out. If you want to rob the ATM, then you can walk up to it, press E, and then you'll see it here. So if you click then you can see all of the money, and this is where you can buy your money. So you can see just there that it says how much dollars you get for every 1 Robux. So obviously the more you spend, the more value you get for your Robux. If you buy the expensivest one, you get more than double what for your value for what you get for the small one. So you know, if you want to do that, then you know you can, but I don't recommend buying money, as I've already said. So if you take out your RFID disruptor and you don't see this thing in the bottom right, as you saw for me just there, it didn't work. If that happens, it's fine, just take it out or put it away and then just do it again. I'll keep trying it and it will eventually show up. Now as soon as you click this, it will start the robbery. Okay, so if we click this now, as you can see, it says breaching firewall. You have 1 minute, and this is the hardest robbery in the game. So as you can see, it says select code 35B. So you look on here for the color, and as you can see, 35B is here. Now this highlighted thing, you need to click on your code when this highlighted thing goes over it. So you have 2 tries. If you fail 1 attempt, then the whole thing's failed. So as you saw, I failed there, so it was flashing red up here. I probably will fail this. As you can see, I just got it right, and now the code has changed. You can see all of the codes down here. Again, you do have 1 minute, so you have to be kind of careful. So as you can see, I failed it there, so my breach has been detected, and now the police have been called. So it will say ATM robbery by whoever at the location. As I've said, there's 7 ATMs, so the one near civilian spawn and the one at the farms is the best to rob because they are the most secluded ones out of them all. So yeah, that is all of the ATMs in the jewelry store. They're the best ways to get money. There is also the houses, which we'll talk about soon. But then as you continue to drive around, you'll see more of the jobs. So we have the post office down there. It's where you can you obviously go to the postal team. You can deliver mail to houses from there. But as we drive down here, as you can see, we've arrived at the power plant and the police station. So we are around the back of the police station now, but we'll just jump over here, the fence to the front of it. So if we just hop over here, as you can see, this is the front of the police station. So this is one of the main buildings in the game, really. So if we walk inside, again, there's a lot in here, so I'm not really going to do anything, but I was talking about paying your wanted level earlier. If you want to do that, here you go, you can see it now. So hold E to pay off bounty, and you have to pay. It does go really expensive if you have 5 stars. I think it's about $56,000 if you have 5 stars. So I'm just going to pay that off for now because I don't really need it. And then there's loads of stuff you can do up here. There's offices, all that kind of stuff. And then there's your room over here. There's more offices down here, interrogation room, holding rooms, and then this is where you can get all of your uniform. The same as the sheriff's office. You can just press E there, equip all your stuff, guns over here, ammo over there, and then this is where you spawn your car for the police team. You cannot spawn a sheriff car on the police team or a police car on the sheriff team. You have to be at your designated area and you'll have your designated vehicle. So that is the police station. Very, very important if you want to join the team. Again, menu, teams, and then you can join the team, enter your call sign, and you'll be on it. And then we have the power plant. There's nothing you can do over there. And then here we have the top Department of Transportation. So this is one of the least used jobs in the game. I understand why. There's not really too much of a use to it. But this is like tow trucks and things like that. You can repair traffic lights and tow vehicles with it. So if you want to do that, then you can. You'll join the team. When you join the team, you're spawning just here. There's a few offices back here. There's one more back here and there. And yeah, so this team is cool. It doesn't really get used. I think there's about 5 vehicles. There's a street sweeper, a tow truck, and then there's some trucks on here. Obviously you can spawn them in if you want. If you tow a vehicle, then it will direct you what to do, but you can just head over here to do that. Now you might have seen, actually, as I've been driving around, a lot of these. So at every job, there's these fuel things. Now what this is basically just cheaper fuel. So if you're on the police team, I think the police team works. Actually no, the police team doesn't work. So if you're on the DOT team or the fire team, then you can refill your vehicles with this, and basically it cuts down the price of the fuel by quite a lot. So if you want to do that, then you can. It's a pretty good way to save money if you're trying to save up. It just gives you cheaper fuel, so you don't have to buy it from the gas stations. So yeah, that's that kind of stuff. Let's continue to work our way around here. We're almost at the end now. So we have the Liberty County Jail here. You can't do much in here unless you are actually in jail. So all you can do is walk in here. There's nothing in here. Hopefully we'll get a jail revamp very soon. It hasn't been updated in ages. As you can see through there, we have all of the different cells. So if you get arrested, this is where you will be. You'll be in here for about 1 to 5 minutes, depending on what you did and if you left the game or whatever. But this is all you can come to as a civilian. Like a lot of role roleplay happens like in this just one area. It's all you can go to in the jail, so hopefully we'll get an updated jail shortly. But that's the jail. Again, you can see all of this on your map. So we're over here just now, and we'll head over to the trailer park, which is the houses and also the farms. So the trailer park is the same as the housing suburbs. This is where you can rob houses. We'll do it at the housing suburbs because it's better over there, but that's just what you can do if you want to live in one of those houses or roleplay in one of them. If we turn down here, then we can see the barn. So this is where the farmer job is. I'm just going to quickly join the farmer job just to show you guys. So I didn't join the poster one, but all you needed to do was drive over there. You can set your waypoints by a roleplay job and poster worker by pressing set waypoint. And then if you want to join the farmer team, again, you just walk up to this, press start job. Start job is the same system where you can cancel it up here. And then this is where you can spawn in a car. So again, it's only for this. We only have one car on the postal team and the farming team. So on the postal team, we have one postal car, and on the farming team, we have one tractor. So this tractor is really cool. It still is like crazy to believe that we have tractors in ERLC. I would never have thought that we would actually get tractors, but there we have it. It's really, really cool. These are one of the only vehicles with an interior, so that's really cool. You can roleplay on here. There are some nice teams. You do lose your car, however, so we are actually going to have to continue to drive around and do this tour in a tractor, but that should be fine. So once you've finished at the barn or you've got all your teams, as you can see all of my tools in my inventory just down there. We did just crash into a tree there, but we'll pretend that never happened. So this is the other gas station. Now this gas station here is bigger than the one in the city, so this one actually has a built-in car wash. So the fuel prices are cheaper here, $4.73, whereas at the city it's $5.53 or something like that. Not exactly sure on that, but again, there's another ATM here. This is also one of the best ones. It's very secluded, maybe not as good anymore because more people will come here now, but again, that's your choice if you want to do that. Here is the car wash. We'll go through that in just a moment, but it's really, really, really cool. And then in here we have, you know, just the shop. You can't do anything in here. There's a bit back here. We're just going to quit our job as a farmer, and we're going to join onto this one now. So start job, got it. Okay, right. So now we're on the team. So as you can see, my favorite tool on this team is the foam wash. This is really cool. You can like wash cars with this. That's really cool how you can do that. So car dirt is a thing. You do have to drive around a lot to get your cars dirty though. There is actually a car for this. So you can change clothes here, and if you want to drive a fuel tanker, then you can do that. So it's $50,000 or $49,000 if you want to buy this, but if you want to drive it, all you need to do is press spawn just there, and then obviously it will spawn in. It's very, very large there. I think it's one of the biggest vehicles in the game. It's tied with the tow truck and the ladder truck, I believe. Maybe the ladder truck is a little bit bigger actually, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so if you want to wash your car, believe it or not, you can actually wash a fuel tanker, but you know, whichever you want to do, whatever car you want, you can. So if you press F here, it will ask you to pay $10. If you accept that, then it will allow you to drive your vehicle in here. If you don't accept it, then you cannot drive your vehicle in there. So as you can see, it's just turned on there. It does take a bit of time, but I think that's just server delays. So as you can see, we can drive in now. All of this water is wetting our car and things. There's nice animations in here. There's really cool sound effects through here, and obviously you can drive through it and your car will be washed, so you won't have any more dirt on it. If you've been off-roading a lot, obviously you won't need to wash your car that much because the dirt is not too common. But we'll do the last thing just now, which is the houses. So if we just drive down here, I believe we can do this. We might get stuck, but it's fine, we can just jump out. So never drive a fuel tanker like this, guys. It will blow up. Obviously it doesn't blow up in the game, but realistically you shouldn't. And these are the houses. So there are 3 different types of houses in this housing suburbs. However, there are another 2 different types of houses in the trailer park and near the sheriff's office there. So we're going to be doing this one, for example. So with the large house here, the 2-story one, you will need a game pass, okay? So as you can see, the 3 ones here. So this one doesn't have a garage, this one has a garage, and this one has a garage. So with this house, you don't need the game pass for, but if you want to use the garage, then you will need the game pass. In this house, you need the game pass for the house and for the garage. So as you can see, this house is very expensive. For 5 real life days, it's $108,000. So I'm going to buy it just for 1 hour. And and I'll also quit my job just now so I can spawn in a car and show you how that works. So we'll walk into the house here. Again, as I've said, there's 5 different houses, 3 here and 2 in like the trailer parks. So the houses aren't that detailed. The developers have said that a house update will probably come soon. So as you can see, we've got an office here, like a little understairs thing, nice living room and kitchen there, and then we also have a bedroom over here, a nice bathroom here, and then like a walk-in closet, another bedroom here, another bedroom here, another bedroom here, and then a bathroom here. So that's all there is to the houses really, but there is one cool thing that a lot of people don't know, to be honest, which I want to show you about. So if you own the Game Pass and you have a house with a garage, you can actually spawn a civilian car on here. So as you can see, every car that you own, it will only be the cars that you own. You cannot buy a car here, but every car you own, you can spawn in. So if it's impounded, by the way, that means that it's at the DOT place and that you have to go and unimpound it. It costs money. They can only impound it when you've been arrested so that the DOT can tow your car, but it happens very rarely that they will because there's not really many people on the DOT team. But you can spawn any car you want here, so I'll just spawn in my Lamborghini here, and as you can see, it just spawns in here on your driveway, and you can just drive away. So it's really cool, and I think, guys, that is about it. So there's nothing really more. There are a lot of things obviously more to this game, but there's nothing more that I could think of off the top of my head just now. So if you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe, and if it helped you out at all, please like and subscribe as well. Remember to join my Discord servers, links below, and follow me on Twitter. You can also join my Roblox group and follow me on Roblox. But yeah, I really hope this helped you guys out, especially the new players, people who bought it and people who are playing it for free. I really hope this helps you out. Please like and subscribe if you want to see so much more ERLC content in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.